The fighting around the eastern Ukrainian town of Bakhmut, in particular, has seen a return to trench warfare reminiscent of World War I. The helmet cam video demonstrates how intimate frontline fighting can be in Ukraine, with troops from both sides coming in close contact. Reports have emerged of troops in Bakhmut engaging in hand-to-hand combat, including fistfights and using shovels as weapons. A new video posted to social media last month shows the first combat footage of a drone dive bomber dropping bombs into Russian trenches. Small first-person view (FPV) drones, originally developed for drone racing, have been extensively used in this conflict for kamikaze attacks. But this is the first time they have been seen dive bombing. While this footage is unverified and unofficial, like most videos released during the Russo-Ukrainian War, small drones in Ukraine have followed the same path as aviation in World War I, starting with unarmed scouts and progressing to improvised weapons, early dogfights, then purpose-built bombers, and now dive bombing to deliver ordnance accurately on targets. Bombing in level flight is difficult due to the challenge of dropping the bomb at exactly the right moment. Releasing too early or too late, even by a fraction of a second, will result in under- or overshooting. A dramatic video shows the moment Ukrainian soldiers stormed a Russian trench and captured 2 troops. The video, filmed by a camera attached to a soldier's helmet and posted by the 108th Separate Mountain Assault Battalion on Telegram on Tuesday, shows a group of Ukrainian soldiers walking through a barren landscape with their weapons drawn. One of the soldiers appears to drop a grenade into the Russian trench, causing plumes of black smoke to billow out. The Ukrainian troops fired several shots toward the trench as the Russian defenders attempted to return fire. The soldier filming the video throws another grenade into the trench. The video cuts to the Ukrainian troops surrounding the trench as 2 Russian soldiers crawl out and surrender to them. It is not clear where in Ukraine the video was filmed. Along with the video, the battalion wrote, "We present to your attention a video of the assault, filmed by a camera mounted on the helmet of one of our heroic soldiers." The fighting around the eastern Ukrainian town of Bakhmut, in particular, has seen a return to trench warfare reminiscent of World War I. The helmet cam video demonstrates how intimate frontline fighting can be in Ukraine, with troops from both sides coming in close contact. Reports have emerged of troops in Bakhmut engaging in hand-to-hand combat, including fistfights, and using shovels as weapons. Harrowing footage published by Ukraine's Special Operations Forces this week shows their troops storming a Russian trench and engaging in deadly close quarters fighting with Moscow's soldiers. The assault appears to have caught the Russians by surprise and left several dead as the Ukrainians cleared their way through the dirt maze. In stark contrast to the reactions by the Russian soldiers, Kyiv's forces appeared to have executed the mission flawlessly, doing everything right, a former U.S. Army infantry soldier said. Ukraine's Special Operations Forces shared the graphic video to several social media channels on Monday. The military said its forces approached the enemy positions from the rear and killed 10 Russian troops. Sharing the video on Twitter, Spencer wrote, "I know a lot of people have already commented on this video of Ukrainian Special Forces conducting close-quarters battle in a Russian trench. I can tell they are highly trained, good weapons handling, use of grenades. Intense, high adrenaline, but not chaotic. Bravo Zulu." Ukraine recently launched a major counteroffensive along the front lines in the country's east and south, which has seen Kyiv commit advanced and heavy Western armor, like tanks and infantry fighting vehicles, alongside other ground forces. The footage, which was captured by a camera worn by an operator, starts off by showing 2 Ukrainians readying themselves in the trench before they quickly enter and turn a corner while firing several rounds into a dark passageway. The Ukrainian wearing the camera continues to fire toward another corner, at which point a Russian soldier comes running around the bend and runs directly into the line of fire before collapsing. 2 more Russian soldiers then come running down one of the passageways, and the Ukrainian fires off several more rounds, taking them out of the fight. The crumpled bodies of the Russian soldiers are blurred in the video. Heavy breathing can be heard through the camera's microphone. Trench warfare is not a new aspect of Russia's war in Ukraine and has been a brutal feature of the 16-month-long conflict, which has often drawn comparisons to the grueling fighting of World War I. Traumatic videos have previously depicted Ukrainian soldiers storming and fighting in Russian trenches, but the recent video published by Ukrainian Special Operations Forces seemed to invoke a particular sense of shock and intrigue from viewers online. A video showing the apparent dual-purpose Ukrainian training regiment is now circulating on social media. Exactly where and when it was shot is not immediately clear. The clip, seen in the tweet below, shows troops advanced in a line across an open field before what looks to be practice grenade falls on one of them. There is no visible sense of urgency following the detonation to indicate that this is actually a real drone attack. At the same time, support from the United States, among other countries, has also been essential for sustaining and now expanding the Ukrainian military's air and missile defenses. Supplies of short-range air defenses, including shoulder-fired surface-to-air missiles, also known as Man-Portable Air Defense Systems, MANAPDS, like the US-made Stinger, have been key components of the larger Western military assistance effort.